Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm making a side mandala shirt, and I'm going to leave the bulk of the shirt white. So I have my shirt turned inside out, and I'm just going to lay it out flat, smooth out some of the wrinkles, get it lined up really well. And I'm going to find a point on the side of my shirt where I'd like the center of my mandala to begin. I'm just going to mark that with a washable marker. I'm going to put my finger on that point and fold the bottom of my shirt up and the top of my shirt down, kind of like an airplane fold. Then I'm going to pick the whole shirt up and fold it in half. As I go, I'm making sure I keep all of my seams nice and smoothed out. I'm going to take and fold it back another time. Then flip the shirt over and fold this side back. So right now, the side that is facing the camera has got two folds on it, and the side facing away has all the folds where I folded my mandala. Now I'm just going to begin to tie it up. At the very end, I'm going to put just a little bit of sinew and pull it nice and tight. Then I'm going to fold the end of my mandala toward me, 90 degrees, and tie it with some sinew. Then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to fold it away from me 90 degrees and tie it with some sinew. And I'm going to continue this pattern down the shirt. Now because I'm folding a side mandala, I want to make sure I keep track of where my sleeves are and don't try to get into my sleeve area with the mandala. Right at the very end, I'm just going to kind of scrunch a little bit of the fabric and tie it up. And then I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing there. I can't really fan fold this area very well, but I'm going to just kind of pinch it together and scrunch it and make a few little folds in there. The rest of my shirt I want to just leave white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of fold it in on itself and then roll it up. And I'm going to keep it kind of tight. Then I'm going to take some rubber bands and wrap around there. And this will keep my shirt up and out of the way when I'm trying to dye it. So as I'm moving my shirt around applying the dye, I don't have like a sleeve flopping down in the way that's going to accidentally get some dye on it. Okay, so I'm just going to put it aside and let it dry out a little bit. Alright, so now it's time to start applying the dye. For this one, I have some colors that I have watered down. I want them to be a little bit more pastel. I've taken turquoise, grape, and then I'm using a combination of Chinese red and fire red that I've watered down. So I didn't really measure this, but I had my 3 containers set up next to each other, and I started out with a full concentration of dye, and I used probably about 1/8 of a cup of dye to 7/8 of a cup of water. That would be a rough guesstimation of what I used to end up with these colors. I'm starting off with turquoise, followed by grape, and then the red. And I'm going to just continue this pattern down the shirt. I'm really saturating each area of this mandala really well, and then I'm coming back and resaturating if there are any areas where I think it may need a little bit more dye. Now that the dye is applied, I'm going to take my shirt and I'm going to put it on a rack and let it process on a rack so that my white portion hopefully doesn't get any dye on it. Alright, so here is what our pastel mandala ended up looking like. Listen, if you guys are enjoying these videos, I sure would appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. All you have to do is hit the big red subscribe button. Thank you all for watching.